when Frodo is the genius of the group.
Yes. Hey, Maniacs.
Hey, Mystery Maniacs.
We're back.
Mystery Maniacs is a comedy recap podcast dedicated to mystery TV. Each week, we dig into an episode of a show, including the murders, the mayhem, and everything we love.
You skipped
especially
Loonies.
the Loonies.
The
Because
Odes.
this is a Looney-filled episode. This week, Brokenwood Mysteries from Cradle to Grave, Season 8, Episode 1. I'm Mark.
I'm Sarah. First of all, thanks for being patient that we were out last week. I had an incredible mega infection in my jaw.
Yeah.
From having to have a tooth pulled. It was horrible and unpleasant.
Yeah.
But I'm much better.
That's good. Because you were ill.
I was very ill.
I was a little worried.
But I'm better now. Speaking of being ill, apparently we were wrong about some things.
I'm telling you, how ill were you? I was looking up blood infection symptoms because I was like, oh, this could go bad. And I need to watch to see if she's exhibiting this symptom so that I can get her to the hospital in time.
Yeah. It was better now.
Yes. Enough dentist talk.
Okay. Speaking, you ruined my segue.
Okay.
I said, speaking of illin, we were illin in our last episode when we talked about key parties because we were wrong.
Boy, were we wrong about key parties.
We were being very American about key parties.
So what I'm interested in now is there had to be a period of time that if you emigrated to New Zealand, Australia, or some parts of England in the 80s and people in your social group invited you over to a key party for their 21st birthday, you showed up with the wrong idea.
Or said, no, that's not really my thing, but thanks.
In Australia,
or
New Zealand.
Wait a minute, you're saying I can come to the birthday party and I can bring my kids?
Yeah.
What kind of people are you? You're sick.
So Australia, New Zealand, parts of England, a key party for a 21 or 18-year-old means they get a key to the house.
You're old enough now to be trusted with a key to the house.
Yes.
It's a responsibility marker.
Yes.
Not a fishbowl sex with other people's partners.
Neighborhood orgy. Whoopsie.
But, for those of you who are in those places where it has such a different
And
definition.
for those of you who partake in neighborhood orgies, we don't want to offend anybody.
But people in New Zealand must have been shocked to hear how we define it. And they were like, what?
We got several comments.
That's like if we said sweets. If we said, oh, it's a sweet 16 party, and in New Zealand, sweet 16 was a euphemism not for a birthday party for a 16-year-old, but for like a party where 16 people show up and have an orgy. And they're like, wait a minute, that's what you call your kid's birthday party? That's so wrong.
If I had known it was going to be that kind of party,
I wouldn't have come.
I would have put my in the potato salad.
You're going to have to bleep that.
Yep.
And they're going to wonder, you're going to put what in potato salad? That's a quote from a movie.
It is.
We had some cool Midsummer news this week from somebody on subreddit.
Someone on the subreddit posted.
On the Midsummer subreddit.
Yes. Jaxerl posted pictures of filming locations for the current season.
Yes.
They're filming in their village. They didn't say what village it was.
But they took a photo of a yarn shop.
A photo of a yarn shop.
Maybe they'll be knitting. That would be awesome. Somebody stabbed with knitting needles.
There was much discussion on the subreddit about there being knitting-oriented episodes.
That would be great.
That would be absolutely fantastic. In addition to that, we watched Good Girl's Guide to Murder this week, which was pretty good.
I thought it was super fun.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
I think that actress is destined to do more television or movies.
Absolutely.
She's a very good young actress.
Yeah,
So
the main character.
Yeah.
It's kind of a cross between like Nancy Drew, but with the edge of reality to it. Like,
Yeah.
if you try to solve a murder in your village, people are not going to be happy about it. It might get complicated.
My problem was she quit the assignment like 3 times, which I didn't like.
You're really stuck on that.
Yep, I'm sorry.
It's really good.
Yep.
You should watch it. You should check it out.
Now, from Cradle to Grave, Season 8, Episode 1, original air date, Canada Day, July 1st, 2022, only 3 short years ago. I can't believe that.
I know.
Directed by Josh Frizzle and written by Timothy Baum. Okay, there are 2 certainties in the universe.
Mm-hmm.
First, Timothy Baum knows some stupid people.
Yeah. He has encountered stupid people in his time.
He has indeed. And second of all, he may have a teenage daughter or access to a friend that has a teenage daughter who wears rock and roll t-shirts and is nonplussed with the world.
Yes. It's kind of a recurring character type.
Yes.
But fun. So I'm just going to start by saying the plot of this episode is really not important. Let's just summarize it. We spoil things, by the way. Spoiler. Woo, woo, woo. Let's just summarize it a little bit so we can talk about all the fun stuff. Because in this episode, the crime itself really isn't that pivotal, interesting, or controversial.
In the midst of a plot to extort an eccentric out of money, one of the Odes boys' fiance murders his mother aunt. We'll get there.
Godmother aunt.
Godmother aunt, because she doesn't like her.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Controlling girlfriend of newly released prisoner Odes kills his mother to get her out of the way.
Yep. Okay. So that's all irrelevant.
Yeah, that's all irrelevant.
My first note is cold opening. Well, if it isn't the Odes boys.
They each have their own flavor of stupid, right? So there's Bobby, who's the dad.
Yes.
And then in age order of the sons, Johnny,
Yes.
Frodo,
Yes.
and Reese.
Reese.
And it's like they had a pool of smart points, and with every child that was born, they had fewer left. And so poor Reese is as dumb as a box of rocks.
Reese is incredibly stupid.
They lift up the sarcophagus in the museum, and they find that it's heavy. And Frodo says something about he didn't know a mummy could be so heavy. And Reese says, well, maybe it's a daddy. Like, that's how dumb he is.
I love him.
And it's his girlfriend who kills his mom.
How on earth does Reese, the actor who plays Reese, look at Neil Ray in the face and say, I think I want to be an astronaut?
Yeah. Yeah. Arlo Green, who
Yes.
plays Reese,
Yes.
has a phenomenal skill of playing stupid. I don't know how he does it. I think
Stunning.
it's like when an actor is really good when they lie in something, like their character is telling a lie, and they simultaneously fool the character they're talking to, but you are able to tell they're lying. Like that kind of meta acting, that takes a lot of skill. And I think it also takes a lot of skill to be convincingly this stupid.
Oh, absolutely.
And not be slapstick, because Reese isn't slapstick.
No.
Now, Johnny is slapstick. By the end of the episode, he looks like the uprights at the end of an American football field.
Yes.
Because both of his arms are broken. And in casts that have his arms up in the air, he attends his own mother aunt's funeral with his arms up in the air in double cast. How does he scratch his butt? How does he get dressed? How does he do anything?
This is
with
by
those casts?
far the funniest episode.
Yes. So the director of the museum has hired the Odes boys to move this Egyptian sarcophagus that she is pretending is 2,000 years old because she sold it to a local collector. Now, why she would allow these morons to move anything? Like, I wouldn't let the Odes boys move a boulder downhill. They're so bad.
I wouldn't let them move my laundry.
No, they're awful. They definitely put it on the wrong setting. They're awful.
When Frodo is the genius
Yes.
of the group.
Yes. You know, he has the most common sense. He's the least criminal and by far the least stupid.
He's also like, so there's this pretend mummy, but
it's a mannequin wrapped in gauze.
Continuously, without breaking character, Johnny Oates continually calls it a Roman mummy.
I like the Roman pyramids better, but that's a matter of taste.
Everything in that section, everything.
When they're talking to Daphne.
Frodo is correct and Johnny is wrong.
Wrong about everything.
I have had a deep interest in the Roman period.
Yeah.
Even Frodo looks at him like, what are you talking about, dude?
Never mind. When they help commit this crime, two of them unknowing that they're committing a crime.
Yes.
It's only been 9 hours since Reese was released from prison from holding up a bank wearing a dog mask. His probation officer must be like, I told you to stay out of trouble.
I know you don't come from a small town, but there are people like this in small towns who, the moment they get out of trouble, are in trouble again.
Do something stupid again.
Vampires are from Poland, not from Greece.
Because they're just sleeping. The mummies are just sleeping.
It is almost in need of a laugh track, the jokes that are coming fast and furious.
Yeah. It's so fast, so clever.
And Johnny Oates his comic timing is fantastic.
Yes. That's
without him knowing.
Jamie Irvine, who plays Johnny, just slack-jawed, hair in his eyes, and yet convinced that he is the best-looking man in the universe.
If I met Tim Baum's brother and he was sort of like this, I would not be surprised in the least.
When he comes downstairs in the pub and says, wow, I must have fell asleep on the toilet for
I was on 2 hours.
2 hours. Like, did you hear me? Did you hear how long I was up there? It was 2 hours. 2 hours.
Oh.
And poor Trudy is just like, can I ban them from my bar, like forever? Like every member of this family?
Okay, the victim, we need to talk about Janice.
The singing telegram lady?
Yes, this is what Reese thinks she does. Reese, oh, you poor sweet boy.
Her son.
You poor stupid boy.
Thinks that she's not a prostitute, that she's a singing telegram person, even though nobody sends telegrams anymore.
Yes. Well, she is a prostitute. Is she Frodo's mother?
No, she's his stepmom.
Because his father is unsure of his parentage.
But it's pretty clear who your mom is.
Yeah.
Because she gives birth to you.
Yes.
So I think Frodo would know who his mom is.
Okay.
Wow, you sounded kind of like an Odes there. Do you know who your mom is? She was there.
So Janice is not his mom.
No.
She is his
godmother.
His godmother, his stepmom,
and his aunt.
And his aunt.
Yes.
Now, Frodo's dad has one brother who is currently in jail because he is the subject of the Christmas episode. When he gets out of jail, it is the Odes Christmas episode in season 11. Mm-hmm. I think there's another Odes brother, though, who is the one that Janice also married.
Yes, after Bobby.
Yes. The Odes family tree is...
It's impossible to figure out.
Yes.
I don't even think we should try necessarily.
So again, they're having fun with this episode.
It's complicated, their family.
So they have a slow walk. They have 2 slow walks.
You mean the slow motion montage?
Where they walk into the station.
The We Mean Business?
Yep.
Slow-mo.
We Mean Business.
I love that Janice's singing telegram name is Flora Begonia.
I love that she hits Reese over the head with a badminton racket because she wants him to play tennis.
That's his version of the story. Who knows what actually happened? He forgot he saw her earlier this afternoon. That's
when your mom was in rehab.
So she's wrapped up like a mummy in the sarcophagus.
Yep.
Comes out, ketamined out, about to die, and says, "You bastard." And Reese thinks she means Johnny's illegitimate. Yeah, that's why she said, "You bastard." She knows she's been drugged with ketamine. That's why she's saying it.
Out of everybody in this episode, including our principals, I would say that Frodo is the most even-keeled human in this show. He's upset because
his coffee cart has been impounded.
His stepmom aunt.
His god step aunt is dead.
Is dead. And I think he feels taken advantage of by Johnny. This is not the first time.
Or the last.
And he still feels bad about it.
We're never really sure how big Brokenwood is, but it's clearly not a big town.
Yes.
There's a lot of like references to the fact that it's not as big as Riverstone, which is nearby. So it's like a village, and yet it has its own prison, its own museum. I mean, it's not the Brokenwood History Center. That's different.
Well,
this is the Brokenwood Museum. It's a private museum.
The museum has its own problems.
That charges $10 admission to see a diving helmet and a fake sarcophagus. That's daylight robbery.
Did you notice the other rooms that were available?
We know that there's the diving room, the sarcophagus room. What else is there? A rotating exhibition room. There's that sign.
Yeah. I was quickly enamored by something because they show a close-up of the mummy sign.
Mm-hmm.
And on the mummy sign, it says the following. Until recently, it was believed the earliest Egyptian mummies are created naturally due to the environment in which they were buried. And then goes on. This is a direct quote from Wikipedia.
Oh, set dressers, you could have done better than that.
You could have done better than that. This museum is weird for a number of reasons. First of all,
understatement.
The weird sarcophagus thing, right? And the mummy's name. What's the mummy's name?
Rudin Karmis.
I think the name is a play on, like, come on. Like, the way they say it, it kind of implies a different name.
I kept looking at it thinking that it must be a joke.
Yeah.
Because it's not a real name.
Yeah.
And it's not very Egyptian either.
No.
I can only think that Daphne's dad invented that name.
I think so.
And it might have been a joke for him.
I think
but
so.
But I don't know what the joke is. If anybody listening thinks that they get it, let us know.
And she wouldn't.
There's got to be something buried in that
I
name.
also think that she knew that there was no mummy in there long before she said it.
Oh, yeah. I think so too. But I think if it wasn't meant to be a joke, the name would have been like Nefertariri or something.
Yes.
You know, it would have sounded more Egyptian.
Yes.
Than it is. So Daphne's daughter, who is helps out at the museum, is Fenella.
Yes.
Talk about names.
So Fenella.
Who names their kid Fenella?
Fenella.
That poor girl deserves to be bitter. Her name is Fenella. The best she can do is Fanny. And you want to talk about what something means on either sides of the ocean.
Yes.
It's not good on either side. So we did have a dog named Fanny, who was wonderful.
Yes. So Fenella, I love when she's trying to signal to Daniel.
To Chalmers that the drugs are in the...
Yeah. She's like...
lawnmower.
Looky and heary.
It's like, I'm looking with my eyes. Well, she's not a narc.
No. But she is, you're right that she's not a narc, but she is, Fenella is Trudy Jr.
Kinda, yeah. She's got the attitude.
She's got the attitude, but she's doing a job like Trudy.
Her dad is Bobby Odes.
Oh my gosh.
The poor thing. I don't think Daphne's all that bad. Her mom's not bad.
Daphne is the character who puts on airs
and is secretly broke.
Mm-hmm. That's what she is. But I didn't
And she's also not a good liar. When she finds out that the body is in her trunk, she does not do a good job of hiding it.
No.
She's lucky that Mike is looking away.
Yes. She also has bad taste in men with Bobby Oates. How much Flaming Sambuca would you have to drink?
A lot.
That is a nice 80s drinking reference.
Like unconscious.
Yeah.
A lot.
Have you ever had a Flaming Sambuca?
No.
Tastes like black licorice.
The only flaming drink I've ever had is absinthe. Because you light the sugar cube on fire?
Yes. we've talked about the best parts of this episode already, and we still have much to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I think the joke of the episode is I found pouring water over the coffee grounds better than the other way around. This is what Chalmers says to Sims. Everybody is in on this.
Mm-hmm. The coffee jokes.
Chalmers says this to Sims, and then she looks at him in his face, his big old head face, and says, "Oh, I think I'll try that." What were you doing? That's so good.
Well, and then later she says that she offered Mike a coffee when he heard over the radio that Johnny had stolen Mike's car, and he didn't want any. Chalmers is like, well, maybe he just had his fill for the day. Like, maybe it was because you were making it.
That scene where Johnny Oates steals the car.
Priceless.
So much to get to. Mike, you see the blood drain out of his face. I want to know, as an actor, what he was thinking.
What Neil Ray was thinking of that made him look that way. Because he's very good about acting about that car. I love it. So Johnny hides in the cemetery for a while so that he doesn't have to be questioned. I don't know what he's thinking is going to happen. No. Like he's going to hide there forever.
Yeah.
Or they're just going to forget that they want to talk to him about this woman's death. But then when they do catch him, he pretends to be insane. So they put him in the hospital and he's laying there going, butterflies with pumpkin heads. And
Dr. Ginger is like taking him not seriously, but she's dealing with him in a medical way.
It has to be hard to diagnose somebody that stupid who is also a criminal liar, because you can't trust anything they self-report about how they feel.
There has to be people who come into emergency rooms and say the stupidest things.
Especially when they've been brought in by the police.
Yeah. The thing I want to say is this. The Odes gene is evolutionarily created to annoy the Sims gene.
Yes.
Every single thing they do, she just is done with it.
You know, we've not met Frodo's mom, but she must be a rocket scientist for her smarts to balance out with the Ode's stupid.
Yeah.
And come up with Frodo, who's like kind of okay.
Kind of okay.
When they're recounting how Johnny sells drugs from his lawnmower and Fenella is watching him.
And that's the worst drug deal ever.
I know. He's got one of those gripper arm things that you use to pick trash up.
And this is sad because we're laughing at murder and drug deals.
I know.
It's so funny.
He's so stupid. So Fenella is standing outside of the museum.
Yes.
And Abigail, the murderer, we have hardly talked about, comes out to tell her it's time to get back to work. Fenella is holding a cup, like a to-go cup.
Yes.
Did you see it?
No.
She's drinking a soda standing out there. And the to-go cup has a giraffe on it. And it says the longest, and then her hand is covering the next word.
Okay.
I was like, maybe it's from like a known
fast food place,
gas station chain. Couldn't find anything about it. So what the missing word is, I don't know. Maybe it's the longest sip. I don't know. It's not a particularly big cup for American cups anyway. Yeah, so he deals drugs from his riding lawnmower.
Yes.
Which sort of limits the range of his drug dealing. I mean, I know he puts it on a trailer and drives it around, but, come on.
I wonder. My first thought at that point in time was he the one that sold the nutmeg to the other people?
Why would they have to?
I don't know.
Buy nutmeg from a drug dealer? They could just go to the grocery store.
They were pretty stupid, and he's pretty stupid.
Well, they were at a key party, so, who knows about them?
Exactly.
The lady from the National Museum who comes to inspect the sarcophagus to ensure that they're storing it properly is named Antigone James.
Which is fantastically named.
It's almost nominative determinism.
Yeah. And she is there solely to provide some grounding of this is a great example of anyone outside of Riverstone and Brokenwood because Looney McTooney's in Riverstone, the dog food magnate.
Yeah.
Anyone outside of those places has a grasp of reality that the people in this episode do not have.
Yeah.
Mike's like, we should keep this climate controlled and stuff. And she's like, no.
Like, they shouldn't even have touched it if it was real.
Yeah.
They shouldn't even have touched it.
No.
And she's like, this is made maybe in the 1940s.
Well, I love that it kind of plays reverse on the colonialism, right? Because there's a whole podcast called Things the British Stole, right? The idea that somebody from a white Western country came to your place, especially during war, and took away stuff.
Cultural artifacts and put them in a museum
And put
in their
them in
country.
a museum and called it history.
Yeah.
Is horrific, okay? But they kind of play with it here because the Egyptians never gave them an artifact.
No.
The Egyptians sold them a pig and a poke.
Yeah. An empty pig and a poke.
Yeah.
We see the dry erase board
Yes.
in the police station.
It has the weekly schedule on it.
Oh, then I saw a different dry erase board.
Which one did you see?
The one right outside Mike's office.
What did it have on it?
A to-do list.
Oh.
It says file evidence for school report, reports for South Road break-in, and case 84 evidence arriving.
I need a screenshot of that. Because the one in his office...
It's at 55 minutes if you want to see it.
The one in his office that used to have the financial stuff on it has like meeting, daily meeting, 8 o'clock. And, it has times and a schedule.
Because that's how you keep your schedules on a big dry erase board.
I guess.
What a hassle that would be. So Johnny's in the hospital acting crazy. And he decides to break out and steal Mike's car.
Because it's Keystone Cops. Chalmers has to borrow Mike's car.
Because Frodo's is broken down and is blocking the parking lot.
And
at the cop
Sims
shop.
is in Riverstone talking to the dog food magnate. So all those things have to line up. Like they do a great job of plotting this episode because all those things have to line up for two things. For Johnny to steal Mike's car and for Chalmers to try to get in the smart car. And I think they probably worked backwards.
Yeah.
They were like, okay, we
want a scene where Chalmers has to commandeer a car and can't fit.
Okay, so who would he be chasing? Well, Johnny, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, Johnny escaped from the
And why doesn't he
hospital.
have his own car?
Why doesn't he have his own car?
Because Johnny stole Mike's car.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, why doesn't he take Sim's car? Because Sim's in Riverstone, and why,
Chalmers tries to get into that car, and he hops out again and goes, as you were. And goes and commandeers a different car. Now, you've driven a smart car. Did you feel like that getting into it?
No, I didn't feel. I'm a big guy. If you don't know, I'm not an exceptionally tall guy. I'm a normally sized tall guy, but I'm a bigger person. I didn't feel that way in a smart car because I was alone.
Yeah,
like having the
if you had
idea
a passenger
of having
too.
a passenger would have been weird. I did feel like, okay, those kids' cars that are like, it's like a big Tykes car.
Like a pedal car?
It's a pedal car that has a red bottom and a yellow top. Going beside...
A real car?
No, a transport.
Oh.
I totally felt like I was in one of those.
You guys have to know. So when Mark drove a smart car, it was shortly after they were first released.
Yes.
They were kind of novelty that you didn't see many of them around. And he went to Canada to visit his family, and he rented a car, and he would have flown to Toronto.
I flew to Toronto, then Ottawa.
Yep. And he's on the road driving 2 hours
like 40 minutes
to family. And he calls me to tell me that he's on the ground and he's got a car and everything. And he's talking to me, and all I can hear is in the background. I'm like, what is that sound? And he's like, oh, it's the car. I was like, that doesn't sound right. That car's not right. That's what you rented? And he's like, it's a smart car. I'm like, you're driving a smart car? Yes. Like, how is it not roomy? Okay. It's not roomy.
I was definitely like, I showed up at my mother's house and my brother came over like 20 minutes later and was like, we heard you have a smart car.
That was before electric cars had generated sounds that made them.
It was totally
sound like an electric car.
It was totally
a novelty in town.
The small town novelty car.
So let's talk about Gordon Godby.
Okay.
He who has offered to buy the sarcophagus for $100,000.
Yes. So he is stupidly rich.
Yes.
Because his family has engineered it that he can do no harm to himself.
Right.
But he has enough money to spend $100,000 on something.
Yes.
So they have to be unbelievably rich.
Yes. They have provided for him and also insulated the company from him.
Yes.
Gordon Dogby Godby.
Not only...
How old do you think he is? 70s?
70s. Not only did he get the newspaper reporter to write a fake biography for him.
Do you think that was, what's her name? Kushla?
It is. It's. They
okay.
say it's Kushla.
I missed that they said it was Kushla.
Same as Gosa. I know her. So
it's called My Life in Ruins.
My Life in Ruins.
It should have been called I Ruined It.
Yes.
There, I ruined it.
Plus, he's a foot fetishist guy. Not that there's anything wrong with foot fetish, but I do not want Janice's feet anywhere near me.
Janice's feet may be the prettiest part of her because her face is not up there.
No.
She's got some scars and some dimples in weird places. And
she is a fantastic actress.
She's a good actress.
She must have walked in and they went, yes.
Not a looker.
Right there.
She's got the full lash line eyeliner on, top and bottom.
Top and bottom.
Not only is he into feet, but he's into archaeology and feet. So the scene, if you don't remember, if it's been a while, is he hires her.
So it's a flashback.
Yeah, he
to how he
hires
knows
her to as a seeing telegram lady. What did your dad call prostitutes? Women waiting for the bus. Yeah. As a woman waiting for the bus, she comes over and he has this sandstone prepared with a spot in the back of it for her foot, I guess.
Yes. I don't believe this is the first time this happened.
This takes a lot of effort.
It does.
So that he can pretend to excavate her foot.
And then she says, is this going to end soon?
Is this going to take much longer?
She's
not enthusiastic.
You have to reevaluate your life when the hookers in your life are asking to leave
if
quicker.
It's almost over. All I know is that Phil from Time Team would not approve of his excavation approach.
No. This is not Phil approved.
But he's kind of a feat. The way he eats the sausage roll is kind of a feat. And yet he's clearly into women.
Yes.
Or at least their feet. I don't know.
And then he does the thing that is the best thing for him to do, which he should have done earlier, which is call his lawyer.
Dennis Buchanan.
And Dennis Buchanan shows up.
So if you had to, would you rather admit to a stranger that you were in the bathroom for 20 minutes because you had curry diarrhea, or admit to them that you enjoyed putting on a diving helmet and pretending to be a deep sea diver?
I don't know why he just doesn't fess up.
Which would be less embarrassing to you?
It's not embarrassing at all. He was enjoying the exhibits. That's what he was doing.
I don't think you're supposed to put them on. But if you had to confess to one or the other.
Yeah. The Dennis's explanation of the curry is fantastic.
Yeah. Was it spicy curry? Oh man, you were in for it. You were asking for it there. He's a good lawyer.
We did some digging into Dennis Buchanan. So Dennis Buchanan is played by Shane Cortez.
And we did this because we saw that Instagram post.
Yes.
That's what started
Shane Cortez.
Yes.
In which we learned that Shane Cortez is not only an actor, he's also a real estate agent and an auctioneer.
Yeah.
So first of all, Shane is a fantastic actor.
Oh, yeah. But the Instagram post that we saw initially was him talking about real estate because he is a real estate agent. Like, it was advertising a new development.
But the thing that we
he
noticed...
wasn't a spokesperson for it.
The thing we noticed was he is Dennis
Yes.
Buchanan.
Yes. Either he always is that person as soon as a camera aims at him, or that is who he is all the time.
I have absolutely... He's not in anything else.
No.
Nothing else.
No.
So obviously Tim Baum was trying to buy a house or something, ran across this guy and said,
You're the guy.
You're the man for us. Come on.
And he was like, I always wanted to act.
Yeah.
Sounds good. He's great.
He is the non-aggressive, positive salesperson in your life.
Yeah. He's not skeezy.
He's not skeezy.
He's not trying to trick anybody.
None of those. And
he's actually an ethical lawyer.
He does a fantastic amount. The actor also does a fantastic amount for charity.
Yeah.
So he's a fantastic guy, but he is that guy. Like the cadence was the same.
Yeah, it was the same. When I first saw that Instagram post, I thought, oh, they've hired the actor to be a spokesperson for the real estate company.
Yes.
No. There was another post where they were looking to hire another agent, and it was him talking about, like, this is what our culture's like. This is who we're looking for. I hope you'll apply. Like it, and he's on the website. I mean, like, he works there. I was very surprised by that.
Okay. We have to deal with this.
Even split 70-30?
Yeah. 80-20.
That's the odds even split.
Frodo's dad, Johnny's dad, Reese's dad, the same person, is a bit skeezy when it comes to women and predatoriness.
Yeah.
But
for a guy who wears overalls, he has too much self-confidence.
But in a really funny way.
I don't know how funny it is. When he looks Abigail up and down, it's gross.
It is gross. The first thing he says to Trudy is, do you remember? You'd make a good mom.
Yeah. Because he has 8 kids and counting, or 11 kids and counting.
Trudy is fantastically Trudy in this episode. And this is the high point of Trudy because she says, I'm not a narc, but then she explains.
Yes, then she narcs.
That she, like, in the truest sense of the word of a narcotics officer,
yes.
She gives up Johnny for selling drugs in the bathroom. Like, she totally narcs on him.
I'm no narc, but he sells ketamine.
Yes.
What would a narc have said?
I'm not really sure.
It's like she's saying, I'm not paid to tell you this. I'm not a professional narc.
But the Oates family, and Johnny comes by this from his father, is they all have a way of talking in which they don't talk about the truth and they imply other things. Mm-hmm. Like when he talks about, we're not really sure about Frodo. They just kind of skip over that really quickly.
Bobby and Johnny do that.
Yeah.
Reese is too stupid. To be slick.
And I believe that Frodo's good heart tries to keep him out of doing.
Yeah.
I think Frodo
would be perfectly happy to run his coffee cart, actually date the girl who says she's not his girlfriend, Kimmy.
Yes.
And mind his own business.
Yes. I think he would be absolutely pleased with that.
Back to Gordon for just a second.
Yes.
At 1 hour and 9 minutes.
Yes.
1 hour and 9 minutes. They are in Gordon's home yet again.
Yes.
I think it's him and Sims talking about...
Which I think his home is a museum.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
But it is the conversation where Buchanan shows up.
Yes.
Right? Where he's admitting it wasn't Curry. It was a diving costume.
Yes.
That he was occupied with for 22 minutes. In the room that they are in, there is a very strange painting.
Yes.
That takes up much of a wall. And the only way I can describe this painting is a man seemingly saying, are those my feet?
I will put
That's
a picture.
The way I'm going to describe this painting.
I will put a picture of this painting in the show notes.
It's kind of a good painting, I think, maybe.
Again,
it's hard to say.
He's really rich.
So it could be like a well-known artist. Yeah. It could be, as you say, like an actual museum collection, maybe. Yeah. But the painting is of a man with a lot of empty space around him, standing, looking down at his own feet with a face that just says confusion. Like, when did those get there?
Yeah.
Talking about his feet. It's worth looking at. If anybody knows what it is, let us know. So let's talk about the body. Okay. So Daphne has probably known for a while that there's no actual mummy in the sarcophagus. But now she wants to sell it. And Gordon is dumb enough to not know, because he's not an archaeologist, though he pretends to be one. See his book.
Yeah.
She knows if he finds out that there's no mummy in it, he's not going to buy it.
Yep.
So she wants a body in there.
Yes.
She goes to Bobby,
Yes.
the father of her child, and says, you've never paid child support. You've been a deadbeat her whole life.
Yes.
I need a favor, and you're going to do it.
Yes.
I want you to dig up Gwen, and we're going to put Gwen's body in the sarcophagus.
Yes.
Okay? Now, let's just think about the logistics of this.
Again, there is no reality in this episode. You cannot pick up 100-year-old body from a casket.
Like a plastic skeleton.
Like
that's
a plastic
jointed.
skeleton that it is.
Yes. So Gwen doesn't have a last name on her tombstone. No. So I can only assume she has no family and was unidentified.
I wouldn't be stunned if it was Gwen Oates.
Yeah. But seemingly they've at least chosen somebody who doesn't have family who's going to care.
Yeah.
Maybe. Poor Gwen. So Bobby digs her up and I guess then wraps her in gauze.
I guess so.
Which would not have been easy to do. Never mind, there would have been some kind of casket, I would think, even if it was just a wood casket.
Well, never mind. Johnny goes to the department store and steals the mannequin.
Yeah.
Like that's clearly a mannequin and like it has one of those fashion poses.
It was never going to fit in the sarcophagus.
Never going to fit in the sarcophagus.
I don't know what Janice was thinking. She might have measured the width of it, but not the depth of it because it wouldn't have fit.
No.
So Bobby digs up Gwen. Then they put Gwen that Bobby has wrapped up into the sarcophagus.
Yes. This is at the museum.
Yeah.
That has 3 employees and nobody comes to it.
Right. Abigail decides to stash Janice's body. Now, I think wrapping Janice in gauzy wrappings would be even harder than wrapping, because she's not a tiny woman.
Well, she's a knitter.
You think she knit the wrappings?
Oh my gosh, the sweater.
The sweaters.
that Reese has on is horrific.
It's bad.
She's a good cook. She's not a knitter.
When they have the flashback of Abigail committing the crime, and she slings Janice's body over the cart that she uses for the supper with her ass up in the air. Abigail is secretly super strong.
It's clearly.
Because she can move the lid of the sarcophagus by herself.
Yep.
Get Gwen out.
Yep.
Lift Janice up.
Yes.
High enough to put her in the sarcophagus.
Wait, she's a small woman. She's up to her head height.
Yeah, shoulder height.
Yeah.
With Janice.
Yep.
Who she's already wrapped up in gauze on the side of the road, I guess, by her car.
I guess.
And put her in the trunk.
Maybe.
To then get her out and put her in.
Again, this makes no sense.
Abigail is a psycho.
Yep.
But she's talented.
She is.
She's really strong.
And again, she is a good cook.
She can knit. She's not a good cook. She can put things in the oven.
That's true.
She puts frozen things in the oven. I'm not impressed with her cooking. No.
When she says...
Maybe she makes the vol au vents from scratch.
When she says, I know that's what the instructions say, but I know differently. I'm like, oh, you're that person. Because, like, okay.
I think Abigail's mother is in the back room in a rocking chair.
I definitely think that could happen.
Mother.
Yes. Roadblocks. Abigail, like, is that kind of person. Like, if you're making food and you don't have a recipe, or you do have a recipe, you follow the instructions, and you can maybe fiddle with it a bit. But if you're taking something out of a package and it has instructions of how to cook it, you follow those instructions.
I don't know about that. I don't always follow them. Sometimes they're wrong. They shouldn't be. But anybody who's ever made frozen French fries will tell you the time on the bag is wrong. It's a lie.
I just have trouble with that.
Well, the shoebox recreation is brilliant when they have the doll and the skeleton and the shoebox.
Yes.
And the mummy, which I think is a Barbie wrapped in toilet paper. And they're like, well, the Holly Hobby could go in and then the skeleton could come out.
Yes.
And then, because you almost have to do that to figure out. And Abigail did all of that?
Yes. At this point in time, before the funeral, which is one of the best parts of the episode.
Yes.
I think there's a Johnny Odes mowing sign in the cop shop.
Oh, yeah, a flyer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is brilliant because he
lobby.
sells drugs while he's doing it.
Yes. And he's basically advertising in the cop shop.
Yes.
So they do the recreation of the shoe with the shoebox.
Yeah.
But then they've got to go back to the museum and actually time it to figure out if Abigail actually had enough time to commit the crime, right?
Who else goes to these lectures? And why isn't Miss M there?
You know who goes to those lectures.
Yes.
People who want a free sausage roll.
Yes.
And we all know those people.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there's not a retirement home bus out front.
Yes.
That brings people and empties them out to go and get a night of entertainment. But they recreate the crime, timing it to see if Abigail could have done it. And poor Chalmers has to pretend to give a lecture.
Yes.
And he decides to give one about how country music increases the chance of divorce.
Leads to divorce.
It's so funny. And in conclusion, country western music causes more divorces. It's great.
They started this season and this episode and said, this is an Odes episode. Mm-hmm. And everybody sat back in their chairs and went, okay, it's on.
Yeah. Full on. No stops.
Yep.
Frodo is speaking at the funeral.
Yes. So they have a funeral for Janice.
There's 10 people there?
So Frodo, Johnny, Bobby,
Reese, Abigail, Mike, Sims.
There's some red-haired woman there.
And 3 extras.
3 extras. Yeah. Johnny is in his Jesus Christ pose.
Yes. No, he's in the field goal pose.
Yes, he's in the field goal pose.
Reese has already said the last time he saw his mom, other than earlier that day that he's forgotten about, was when she hit him with a badminton racket because she wanted him to play tennis.
Yep.
And Frodo is at the front of the church saying that Auntie Mom was a really good tennis player.
Exactly. Frodo is so, he plays it so clean in this episode.
And then Reverend Green, Janice was well loved by many, most who could not be here today.
So they decide to turn a negative into a positive and have a wedding. At this point, Sims is like, now? Can we break this up now?
Abigail is full on psycho now.
Yeah.
She's kind but weird initially. And when you see her meet Janice in the flashback at the museum, she seems like legitimately trying to ingratiate herself with Janice. I'm sorry, I think we got off on the wrong foot.
Yes.
You know?
And she goes, of course you know who I am. And Janice is Janice is horrific. She's a horrific person.
Oh, yeah.
But she has no idea
She's
who
also
she is.
shrewd.
Yes.
Because though she's a bad mother who probably dropped Reese on his head and hit him
He fell on his head.
hit him with a badminton racket or whatever. She's like, he's dumb, and I'm not going to the least I can do is not let somebody take advantage of him.
Yeah. She reads her in a second.
Yeah. She's like, I got your number. Your mom's in the back room.
I doubt you're his type anyway.
Mummified in a shawl, rocking in a rocking chair. You're creepy. Stay away from my son.
Her eyes, at this point in time, Abigail's eyes go full on, it's all white
all the way around.
Around the pupil.
But when Janice says that, she is signing her death warrant.
Oh, yeah.
And she doesn't know it.
Nope.
Abigail is just I'm going to kill you later. Bye. It just clicks in her head. And So she's a little bit crazy because she's dating Reese,
Yes.
right? And starts writing him because he's in prison, and she's like, well, if all he's got is Johnny.
Well, he's in for 13 long ones.
Yeah.
Years? Months.
She's like, the least I could do is write this guy letters to keep him company, though he's probably 2 blocks away at the men's prison, wherever that is.
And she has a long string of crazy town boyfriend encounters too.
Yeah. So she goes from that to the Janice encounter, a little bit crazier.
Yeah.
Then we see them at home with the tea and the sweaters.
Yeah.
And she's more crazy.
Yep.
Insists on reading one of the letters that Reese wrote her from prison, which he didn't write.
I didn't write those letters.
Yeah. By the time we get to the funeral and they're up behind the podium, she's full on crazy.
Oh, she is like, I got the marriage license downtown today.
Yeah. She has planned it all out.
Yep.
Yeah, he can be an astronaut.
Yeah.
Like, there have been times when you've said, I don't think I want to do this thing. And I've thought, maybe if you really want to, I'm behind you.
Yeah.
Like, it's totally possible. You can do it. I don't know if you should, but if you want to, you got me.
Yeah.
I'm there. But if you said, I think I want to be an astronaut, I'd say, honey, are you okay?
Yeah.
Like, let's talk about it.
I am not astronaut material. And I accepted that at like 8.
Is that when they put you on that gravity machine and you threw up? Like when they started the tests with you? Canada doesn't really have a space program, do they?
We borrow yours.
Yeah.
We have astronauts who hitch a ride.
Yeah, you don't really borrow it.
Chris Hadfield being the most well-known.
So you didn't have a lot of role models to look up to.
No, but I did grow up in the time in the mid 70s where I was like convinced I would be living on the moon by 2000.
See, we have a small difference in age, but the difference in age is that as a kid, I thought astronauts blew up while you watched them on TV.
Well, and then they came out with the shuttle, and I was like, that doesn't look like a moon base.
Nobody's going to live in that.
How am I going to get to the moon in that?
And when I do, where am I going to live?
And then, like, Billy Bragg has a fantastic song about this. It's called The Space Race is Over.
Maybe Reese should have heard that song.
Yeah.
He wouldn't understand Billy Bragg, I don't think.
No, but
So Abigail's there. She's got a marriage license already. I mean, Rev Green is trying everything to like diffuse the weirdness, and then just is like, I guess I gotta go with it because I want this to be over.
There has to be meetings of clergy or liturgical people in a community where they discuss things like, oh boy, I had a wedding funeral this week. Like where you talk about the job.
Mm-hmm. Where you get to say, this woman came to me to perform her husband's funeral and she wanted me to.
Yes.
Did you do it? Well, it was his last wish, so yeah.
Yeah.
I wore the bunny suit. It meant a lot to them. Like, they got to have somebody who will sympathize with them.
Speaking of, like, the comedy of this is brilliant because Bobby asks about the life insurance, asks about it again.
She'd want her kids to be taken care of, and she'd expect me to do it.
Asks a third time, and then knows he has stepped over the line about asking it.
Yeah.
And never mentions it again.
Nope. Nope. He's got to be good at identifying the shit show and slipping out.
Yes.
He would not be where he is, having survived that many women not killing him.
Yes.
He must understand this situation's too hot for me. I'm out.
Yes. I'm going back to the graveyard.
There's no advantage here for me. Yes. I'm going to go. Abigail grabs funeral flowers for her bouquet.
it's Bobby Oates. He goes, am I going to get either some sex or a child out of this situation? No. Okay, I'm going.
Or cash?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. Goodbye.
I got better things to do.
Yep.
I'm going to go dig a perfect grave.
Now I want to watch I want to watch the Christmas Ode show from season 11 again because I think there are so many callbacks to this episode
that we would have forgotten.
That we would have forgotten.
Like in that episode, and this is not a spoiler if you haven't seen it, Johnny is just getting out of prison. And they say that part of the reason why he was in prison was that he mishandled human remains.
Yes.
And I couldn't remember, like, what did he do? It's him helping move Gwen's body around.
I had forgotten the whole Janus, sarcophagus, Egyptian,
Totally slipped my
Roman,
brain.
pyramids, all that. I was just like, oh, it's the Oates family episode.
I've never been to a funeral wedding before.
No, neither have I.
It's
and
a
Mike
really
has a
fun
girlfriend.
episode.
The end.
The end that he's not telling them about.
So, do you think, like, we're supposed to not know who this is, but we know who it is?
Mm-hmm.
Who did we think it was at the time? Because there's no indication in this episode who it is.
No, I don't know because Mike's love life is such a mystery.
Yeah.
That I don't think we could have guessed unless we thought maybe it was his ex.
Maybe.
The one who's not with the cheesemonger.
Now, when you watch the last episode of season 7, it is obvious what they're setting up because we know.
Yeah. Looking back, it's clear.
I don't think
I picked it up at the time when I first saw it. No, not at all.
No.
After the credits, it's pretty easy in this one.
Johnny goes to jail.
Abigail goes to jail.
Reese becomes an ambulance driver.
Yes. Of course he does. Because he's driving around bodies. He's done it before.
I just have more feelings for Frodo. And also, if you remember, the very first time we're introduced to Frodo, the first episode, Kristen says something about the Oates family in that episode. Mm-hmm. And they just put that in the little envelope and they said, we'll get to that later.
It was like a rainbow that they penciled in the very beginning of it.
Yep.
Knowing there was an arc.
Yep.
And it was going to come back. We'll get there.
And the Oates family story is not up. And I don't want to give you any spoilers. Mm-mm. But if this episode is 11, the Oates family Christmas is 15.
Oh, yeah. At least. It's like this, but everybody's on ketamine.
Yes.
Oh, so that is From the Cradle to the Grave.
Yes.
Poor Reese.
I don't want to call it the best episode because I like other episodes.
It is the funniest episode.
It is by far the funniest episode.
Until the Oates family Christmas, which I think is funnier. But this is very funny. It's an awesome way to start a season.
It is a fantastic way to start the season. Next week, we will cover season 8, episode 2, Death n' Bass, about the killer bass at the music festival.
It's like drum and bass, but it's death and bass.
Yep.
I get the joke.
It's a death at a music festival. We just recently watched a logistics video on music festivals. We watched it on Glastonbury. Whoa, what a craziness that is.
Watching that, 20 minutes about the logistics of how they put on Glastonbury convinced me of two things. One, I never want to plan a big event like that.
No.
And number two, I never want to go to Glastonbury.
Now, that's a fantastically huge event. But that's a world-altering event.
It's dirt.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of dirt.
It's a lot of dirt.
And sweat and people.
And we get that in the Babais Festival.
Yes. All right, until then, bye, Maniacs.
Bye, Maniacs. Thanks for joining us on the Mystery Maniacs podcast. If you enjoyed our crazy podcast today, don't miss out on future episodes. Follow us on social media for updates, behind-the-scenes content, and exclusive sneak peeks. Subscribe, like, and share to spread the word. Bye, Maniacs.
We should be recording this.
Yes. Okay. Okay, 5.
Backup going?
Yes.
Do you need to cough?
No, I'm good.
5,
4,
3,
2,